everyone! Welcome to the channel dedicated to sharing the profound insights and wisdom of Andromedan Contactee Alex Collier. If you're new here, you're in for a journey that expands your mind and consciousness, bringing you closer to understanding the messages from the 5th density Andromedan extraterrestrials. For those returning, we're grateful for your continued support. Before we dive into today's enlightening content, we have a small favor to ask. If you find value in the knowledge shared in this video, please consider hitting that like button, subscribing to our channel, and clicking the bell icon so you never miss an update. Your engagement helps us amplify Alex Collier's message, allowing us to reach a larger audience with these vital messages. We'd also love to hear from you, so please engage with the comments below. Whether it's a question, your thoughts, or even just an emoji for the sake of engagement, every comment counts. We read every single comment, and your feedback is incredibly valuable to us. Additionally, if you'd like to support us further, consider giving a super thanks tip by clicking the heart with the $sign. This small gesture allows us to continue bringing you more of Alex's messages, unfiltered and directly from his lifelong experiences with the Andromedans. Now sit back, relax, and enjoy today's video.
The regressives have been removed, so the off-world helpers are sitting back watching how we behave without outside interference. But there are lasting effects of the regressive interference, specifically the loss of at least 10 strands of DNA. Wonder where they went. Are we being helped to reconnect our DNA?
Robert, we still have boots on the ground. The Nordic involvement, which many people are referring to, that JP, Michael Sala's contact, is sharing his experiences and his unit's experience on these missions and doing them with Nordics, tells you that we still have boots on the ground. So they're not all sitting up there having coffee, tea, or chai tea, watching the little earthlings run around trying to figure themselves out. That's not happening. Okay. They're still involved. There are still processes, protocols that have to be established, cleanup. We still have the issue of clones here. We still have the issue of attachments, demonic attachments to physical live beings. There's still some cleanup going on. So as far as I know, we're not at that stage yet. That's not to say that won't happen sooner than later, but it's not happening today. All right. There are still missions going on to clean up and to remove said clones, demonic attachments, etc. All right. It's moving very quickly. It may not seem like it, but it is. It's moving very quickly. The shifting of the monetary system is going to change everyone's perspective because of what that curtails. What that will do is that will lift everyone's spirit, everyone's soul, because no one will be in survival. That will be remarkable in elevating everybody's energy field to a place where now they're open to working not only with each other, but with themselves, because it shifts the way you think, the way you see the world, the way you act, when you're not in survival. And that's the first thing we have to do, is we have to get everybody out of survival, because most people, they don't know how to live outside of survival. They haven't got a clue. And how are you going to get somebody to work on themselves when they are absolutely stressed out all the time, trying to figure out how to feed their kids, how to not live on the street, how to not lose their home? It's hard. It's nearly impossible to do. And this system was set up specifically, this fiat currency system, this debt slave system, was set up specifically to drive us into that place. To be controllable. And now with the advancement of robots and computerized AI systems, they had decided that, well, they no longer needed us to do the work. They had taken, technologically, they had gotten us to a place where they wouldn't need us anymore. Hence, Agenda 2030. Hence, Agenda 2050. Hence, Agenda 21. Okay. Those beings, many of them have been replaced, but not all of them. There are still some people that, there are still some beings that they're dealing with. And that's why we're still seeing things going on, why we're still getting these intel drops. But what's really interesting is that if you look at the viewership of the mainstream media, it is dropping like a stone. The viewership of independent media is rising like a rocket. That's the shift in consciousness. It's happening. It is happening. What we have with the media is that they're screaming and yelling at the top of their lungs because no one's listening to them. No one's paying attention because they're so completely full of shit. And they have been. They have betrayed humanity across the board for a fucking paycheck. They sold out humanity for a fucking paycheck. I apologize for the pirate talk to those of you who are sensitive to that. And along with that, they sold out their own. Their own. Okay? Because why would they need them on the other side of this? They wouldn't need any of these people. They were going to be just like us. They were going to be removed just like us. So, thankfully, because of incredibly brave men and women, past, living, and in the future, those living now, here now, and brothers and sisters who have compassion for humanity that don't live on Earth or in our solar system, offering to give us a hand to get past this, to sort this out for ourselves. We have an entirely new future coming into view. And that view is what we need to be responsible for. That vision of our future is what we as a humanity now have to be responsible for. Okay, we don't have an AI. We do not want an AI to tell us what we want. We don't want a reptilian group tell us what we want. We don't want gray groups to tell us what we want. Okay? We don't want regressive slave traders, base slave traders, telling us what we want. This has to be us. This is all on us. We have to own this now. The whole purpose of disclosure and the way it's rolling out is for all of us to clearly understand what's been happening, and for all of us in unison, in tandem if possible, say, no way do we ever want that. We no longer want that. And what that will do is that will cause us to springboard our consciousness and our vision and our energy into focusing on what it is that we do want. And we will collectively together create this. Now, we're not newbies here. There are souls here. Every soul here is ancient. We have souls here from 5th density, from 6th density, 7th density, 8th density, very, very advanced and sophisticated civilizations that chose to fall out of time to come to Earth as Starseed and help figure this shit out and to free humanity from the chains that it didn't even realize it was in. And in doing so, we will unlock the full potential of those people who didn't know, who were stuck in a coma, for lack of a better word. And as they wake up, they're going to be huge assets, not only to themselves, but to humanity as a whole. That's what's going on here. That's what's going on here. So, there's no way this isn't going to happen. There is no way this is not going to work. But no one should lament the old system, not once you know what they've done and have been doing. We will learn about ancient civilizations that have been on this planet, those that were attacked and destroyed from without and from within, and those that destroyed themselves because they lost their original intent. We will be learning all of this in the next 50 to 100 years. All this information will be presented to humanity. The potential here for humanity to create something so special, so unique, because of the collection of knowledge and souls that are here from all different walks of life and physical planes or dimensions, the knowledge and experience that they have there, bringing it down to here and moving this planet into 4th and then into 5th. It's going to be like an oasis. It's going to be like an oasis. When we come together and we move from 3rd into 4th, it's going to be like, it's going to, I don't even know how to associate this with something. It's going to be like a Super Bowl parade, or in the 1800s when the circus would come to town, everybody from all over would come to see it because it was so different and so unique. But those aren't good analogies. A circus is definitely not a good analogy because this won't be a circus. This will be something that will shift and change that dimension and those people forever. As they see this vortex open and they are surrounding this in starships and planets, and they see this Earth with this incredible humanity, united humanity, together, standing together, honoring God, honoring themselves, honoring each other, passing through with this frequency, this vibration, just passing through their domain, spreading that frequency, that energy out everywhere into fourth density. And then watching the portal open into fifth and watching the Earth ascend, again, continuing to ascend into fifth. Guys, this is the work. This is what we signed up for. Okay? We didn't sign up to leave somebody behind until they get their shit together. In this system, you'd never get your shit together. Okay? It's not designed for anybody to get their shit together. Ever. It was designed to use us as a resource. That's done. That's done. You are now your own resource. And the tools you need to succeed will be applied and granted once we move out of this. And then it's entirely up to each one of us individually to walk the talk. That's the best anybody can do, is give you the tools you need and see if you can walk the talk. Because then it falls to you, to us, to me, to all of us. Okay? You know, I once asked Visayas, and I know some of you, you know, and I once asked Visayas, what's to become of us? And his response is to become totally self-confident and free, to unconditionally be responsible for oneself without being coerced by some higher authority. I can't say it any better than that, or any simpler, I don't think. When you are fully empowered, there's nothing you can't do. You are unstoppable. You are God incarnate. You are Source incarnate. I want to know what that feels like. I want to know what that feels like to be so free, so connected to all that is. That I don't care how long it takes. I can't believe I said that out loud. I can't believe how long it takes, but hopefully it won't take long. But I want to know. I want to know what that feels like. Wouldn't you want to know what that feels like? Who wouldn't, right? Who wouldn't? Somebody who's so terrified and terrorized about themselves, well, we just got to fix them. We got to, we got to work on them. We've got to inspire confidence. We have got to watch each other's back. We just have to. We have got to shift this from racist to family. That doesn't mean you like everybody in your family, but they're family. You back their play, you watch their back. If they totally fuck up, well, okay, they're on their own. But if their intent is sincere and they're trying to make some changes, you do what you can to move them along their way. But in defending each other, we will remain free. Bottom line. Bottom line. I mean, what would it be like if there was a threat and the entire country, the entire world, automatically stepped up and say, what can we do? Here we are. Everybody, all 7.5 billion of us. What would that be like? So committed to each other, to ourselves, to our families, that we would never waver. Would it surprise you to know that there are civilizations exactly like that already? They exist right now. Some of them are flying around here, keeping an eye on us, watching over us, attending the meetings in Jupiter or the moons, doing whatever they have to do, volunteering. They're already here. Okay, this can never happen. The word never did not exist. All right. Wow. I went off on a tangent there.
Thank you so much for watching today's video. If you found it insightful, please like the video, and if you haven't already, please subscribe to our channel and click the bell icon so you don't miss out on future updates. If you have any questions relating to today's video, please also leave them below. We read all the comments and take on board what our viewers have to say about Alex Collier's work. Remember, your support helps Alex Collier's knowledge and the messages from the Andromedans reach more people. If you'd like to support the channel even more, you can give us a super thanks tip by clicking the heart icon with a $sign. It really helps our team bring you more content. Also, be sure to visit alexcollier.org to sign up for our regular email newsletter. It's the best way to stay updated with the latest news, exclusive content, and upcoming live webinars. For the latest insights from Alex Collier, check out alexcollier.live. And if you want to explore over 250 past webinars, head over to alexcollier.tv. Thank you for being a part of this journey and supporting Alex Collier's work. We couldn't do this without you, and we're genuinely grateful for your support. Until next time, stay curious and keep exploring the vast mysteries of our universe. If you would like to see the Andromedan Contactee Alex Collier live via video stream, we hold a live online seminar every Friday at 2 p.m. Eastern Time. For more information on upcoming live webinars, please visit alexcollier.org.